Hello friends, EJ here, head proprietor at the Back Porch Antiques, also the head maintenance man and toilet scrubber, but it's all in good fun. So welcome, we're going to do a walk around the store. It's been a while since we've done that, and I've got some new things that I want to show you, some things I want to highlight. We've got some new vendors, we've got some booth resets, things like that, and we've got some good things in. We're actually going into the Christmas season, so you'll see a lot of that decor, but I want to go ahead and get started and doing a walk around the store. As we start, I want to show you this beautiful haltery tiger oak. It's kind of one of the main pieces in our, as you walk in, you can kind of see this particular piece. But we love these. We sell a lot of these, different kinds of tiger oak. They're a good staple for any stately area in a home. So we've got one of those in. Probably can get some more if you ever run across them. Got some good Santa. Everybody loves vintage Santa, vintage Christmas, and you'll see a lot of that throughout the store. So check that out if that's something you're interested in. You can give me a shout, and we'll be glad to make it yours. But it's not necessarily really the intention of our time right now. But as a side note, of course, most anything in the store is for sale. But we love the history of it, and man, is there a history of Santa Claus. But that's another story for another time. So moving around, we do have a lot of crockware, a lot of stoneware pieces, crocks, jugs, bowls, those sorts of things. Here's some examples of those. We've got some more back here. This is an assortment of cobalt blue pieces with Donahue pieces, Donahoe, depending on who you ask. But there's some pretty good pieces, a good collectorship there. Also some baskets. Here's a piece I'd like to highlight. This is kind of the holy grail when it comes to information concerning East Tennessee furniture and Tennessee furniture in general. If you look back at some of our earlier videos, you'll see a reference video that we did, and this book was highlighted. And at the time, I didn't have a copy of this book for sale, but we do now. Just so you know, this book is priced at $450 and worth every penny if you are a collector, researcher, or seller of antique Tennessee furniture. This book has a wealth of knowledge in it that you cannot even find on the internet. So it's a must-have for that collector. And we've got it here at the Back Porch, and honored to have pieces like that in our store. Here's pretty cool. Look at these sleigh bells. I mean, that's the real deal. That's not something that, you get at Hobby Lobby. That's the real deal. And it's the perfect time of year for those to be highlighted in your home. And we're thankful to have those here at the Back Porch. Here is a new vendor. This is booth 777. And he is a soda collector and seller and collects bottles and sells bottles and local memorabilia. There's a lot of good stuff in here, lots of good smalls. Pepsi stuff. This is a pretty cool piece, a northern soda piece. Let's drink and play, you and I, everywhere. It says it's a sugar syrup at its best. Great advertising there on the bottle, and it's a good piece. I love stuff like that. It's just indicative of a time, and I'm thankful for that. But he's got some good stuff here, some good local advertising pieces, and some good soda pop odds and ends. These are our friends from the Lion and the Lamb. For a while at the Back Porch, they had a couple different booth spaces, but they've now consolidated into one. They have that beautiful vintage look, or that primitive look, with some good antiques and some good decor that you can see around. They've got some good cobalt blue pieces over there and in stoneware and some good furniture pieces. They are an asset to our store. We're very glad to have them. This booth over here is the booth of Mr. and Mrs. Don and Judy Lehman. Now, they are wonderful individuals who've done this sort of thing for years. As a matter of fact, I've talked to Mr. Don, and he had actually been to Hershey's Swap Meet in Pennsylvania like 27 years straight. And Miss Judy is a collector and seller of good glassware. As a matter of fact, she's got some pretty cool fairy lamps in. We have some fairy lamp fans that follow us at the Back Porch Antiques YouTube channel. So we've got some fairy lamps in. So you're welcome to check those out if you'd like to. He's got some good toys and those sorts of things. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time. I don't want to bore you too much. Here again, we've done a video on our mid-century booths. They've got some new Blendo in, if you like that. Got some Blendo, some Pyrex, That's the friendship pattern. That's a good piece. Everybody loves a good blow mold. There's a Noel candle, some more Pyrex, some good mid-century odds and ends that can be found in booth J300 at the Back Porch Antiques. Booth number 59, they've got lots of goodies, but I really like their selection of comic books and vintage reading material, like Life magazines from way back in the 40s and 50s and things like that. And I like that sort of reading. They got some pretty good quilts too, other odds and ends. If you'll remember, our furniture room, always growing. More things to come about that in the future, about our furniture room. We're excited about that. Booth number 27, she brought in some pretty good knives. World War II case knife there. Some good stone and stag handle, bone, not stone, bone and stag handle odds and ends. This particular piece here is an older Bowie knife, and it's got the Marine Corps Eagle Globe and Anchor in it. It's pretty cool. She keeps some pretty good stuff when it comes to those types of things. Some pretty cool pieces of primitive furniture here. This is an old mail sorter. For those of you who like that primitive look, if you'll notice that all the compartments, that was used in a general store to sort people's mail and that sort of thing. I got another good piece here that's got some compartments in it. This piece I think would work well with displaying quilts. And each little cubby, or it could be used for shoes or something like that. A good piece of antique furniture with practicality as well. This piece here would display well. Just good primitive pieces with good paint on them that are usable pieces. You can find those here. Booth TTA always keeps good stuff. He's got some good primitive furniture. He keeps a lot of good turquoise jewelry, Native American pottery, things like that. Good old stuff. This is a good piece of furniture. Some good old paintings, you know, famous painters, those sorts of things, and good furniture as well. Here's a new vendor, MS44. He's got some good quilts, some good old handmade quilts, hand sewn, hand quilted, and odds and ends. He's also a glassware guy. He's going to be bringing in some more, but he's got some pretty good Fenton pieces there. But he's going to be bringing in some more. But he's got some really good quilts that'll be available at the Back Porch Antiques. Always our good and faithfuls are doing well. Cast iron guy's got some good stuff in. He's actually bringing in some coin silver. Silverware pieces, some small decorative cast iron pieces, those sorts of things. We've got some good Fenton glass pieces in. You heard me talk about that a week or so ago. And the little figurines there displaying well. Always a good selection of case knives. Here's a good selection of Blue Ridge pottery. These are the Christmas trees. They're pretty well sought after in this season, but they present well. Each piece of Blue Ridge pottery, if you'll remember me talking about it before, is hand painted and glazed, and there's a big collectorship out of that. That pottery was originally in Irwin, Tennessee. Good stuff here in booth 5470. We're just having a good time at Christmas. We're enjoying our time together. We've got great vendors who are always working hard for us, and they're bringing stuff in. So if you hadn't been in a while, swing by and see us. If you got any questions or anything you'd like to consign or things like that, or if I can help you with any information on things that you've got, I'd be glad to help you with that. We love selling stuff, but we kind of like talking about it even more. We like the history about it. We like the history and learning from it. You've heard me say it before. Each piece is a memory. Each piece is a piece of history that somebody could tell a story about. They may already be gone, but that particular piece represents a point in time in which that was a significant artifact or a significant piece of their life. So anyway, I just wanted to do a stroll around the store, and I'm thankful for opportunity to get together with you, and give me a shout if I can ever help you. We'll catch you later.